Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. As you can see, I've had to give in and get something, one of those tubular things for my hand, but I'm not sure whether this might be a bit too tight. It is feeling like it's a bit awkward to knit with. It came right down past my fingers there, like that. And it was, I can't sort of move my fingers properly, so I was having to push it down my hand. I bought the medium size. It did cost me £3.49 in the local chemist. I was out doing a little bit shopping. I had some knitting patterns to post and doing a little bit shopping, so I thought that the chemist in the same area as the shopping centre where I was, so I thought I'd call in and see about getting a tubular thing for the trouble I've got with my hand, because it's getting worse, it's not getting any better. But it only seems to affect me, it doesn't seem to affect me when I'm actually knitting, it's when I stop knitting. That's when I feel the pain in that goes down my thumb and into my wrist. So I thought, well, maybe this will help. It was one that, someone had suggested it, but I have got quite a large hand, which was noted the other weekend when my son was up and we were doing something and he was looking at my hand and he says, "You've got big hands, Mum." So all the other women that were in the house were having to measure my hand against theirs, and I have got quite a lot larger hand than what theirs is. So I don't, maybe this medium that I've got, and maybe need a large one. It does feel a little bit too tight. It's squashing my fingers, my 4 fingers in there. So I'll probably just use it until I'm out again, and I'll have a look and maybe pound stretchers or somewhere like that, because I think I might get them a bit cheaper in there than what I had to do in the local chemist. But it seems okay, but it's very uncomfortable. I can't knit like the way I normally do. I couldn't use my computer, that was why I had to pull this part down, because using the mouse on my computer, it just wasn't comfortable. But these things come to try you, don't they? They're definitely trying me. In fact, actually, I can sort of feel more pain when I'm knitting with this on. I think I'm going to take it off and just put it on afterwards when I'm not knitting, because I think it's making the pain feel worse. Actually, maybe it's because it's too tight. I'm taking it off. It's much more comfortable without it on. I can knit a lot easier without it on. I think I maybe just wear it when I'm not knitting, around the house doing other things and that, and to see if it helps. But I think I'm going to have to get a larger size. I think that one's too tight. But anyway, I got a little bit more of this. I'm onto the sleeve on Daggeries, that's the front part of it. I got a bit of the sleeve done, because I haven't done much knitting the last couple of days. Actually, I did start on, where is it? This one. After I finished the my pattern, this is starting on another one I'm working. I'm nearly up to the armholes on the back on this one. This is going to be the mock rib one, but I'm making a new pattern with a button up instead of the mock rib one. Has got a V-neck. I'm going to make this one with a button up one, but it's going to have lacy panels up the front. I'm going to put a little lacy pattern in like every other panel on the front. Put one of the panels and miss one and put it in the other panel. So it'll probably be 2 panels up the front with a little bit lacy pattern on it. And I might possibly make a little hat to go with this one as well. Make another pattern. But that's for in the mornings. And I've been asked by Jane, the lady who I altered that all-in-one little pattern for. She did ask me if I would knit she's had another pattern she cannot get away with. It's a baby blanket for a grandchild that's due in about 5 weeks, I think she said, and it's got little feet on, and you have to do the little bubbles for the feet on this blanket. And she said she just can't get away with it, and she was asking me if I could possibly do it for her. So I'm probably going to do a couple of hours in the morning on that, trying to see if I can do it for her, because it has got a lot of stitches on. I'll have to take the pattern. She sent me the pattern in an email, so I'll have to print out the instructions what I have to do on the pattern. But it has got 184 stitches. It's in double knitting and on 4mm needles, and it has I think it's 184 stitches, and there's 250 rows. So it's going to take me a little bit longer than the other baby blankets. The other baby blankets I can do in a couple of days, because I was doing them on 8mm needles and knitting with 2 strands of double knitting together. But I only had 90 something. So it would probably take double the length of the time, because it's got double the length of stitches. But I'm not sure about how many rows I did on the baby blankets. I can't remember how many. I would have to work out by the inches. So, but working on it, maybe it's just a couple of hours a day, and hopefully see if I can get it finished for Jean. But you will see when I start doing little bits of it, in between other things as well. And I've been seeing, I went out to post some of my knitting patterns as well, because I'd had quite a few orders for my latest knitting pattern and a couple of other ones. So I went out to post those, because I'm not going out of the night time. I was in the warmer weather and the later nights. I was walking up to the post box about 10 o'clock at night and putting them in so they'd be picked up for the first post the next morning, because they don't come till about 9 o'clock in the morning, I think, to pick the post up off my estate. But it's getting really cold and that of a night time, and I just don't want to get up to the post box. So any orders I get will be waiting till the next day. I'll be posting them like what I did today. I went out about 2:30 and posted, I think it was quite a few, it was quite a handful I posted in the post box today. So any other ones, if I get any between now and tomorrow about 2 o'clock, they'll be posted tomorrow afternoon. That's what I'm going to do, because it's like I'm seeing it's getting a bit too cold for the, you know, when I'm sitting lovely and warm in my house, and then have to get up and go out in the freezing cold to go and post some letters. But I've been doing a little video just for anyone who's just joined my channel, doesn't know about my knitting patterns. They might not know about them. So I've done a little video just to update everyone about the patterns. Most of you know all the ones that's there, but there could be 1 or 2 new subscribers who don't. So I'm going to show that little video now, and then I'll come back on the video and finish this off. This is just a little video for to update my knitting patterns, in case some of my subscribers who I've maybe just got recently don't know about my knitting patterns, which are on sale on eBay and Etsy. They're £2.50 each on eBay and £2.65 on Etsy, because Etsy charges more on their selling fees. And if I charge £2.65, I get £1.88 off Etsy. And if I said £2.50 on eBay, I get £1.88. So that's the way. So anyone that wants to buy them, they get them 15p cheaper off eBay. But anyway, this is the first one that I did. It's an 18 to a 20-inch rosebud lace pattern. And the picture on the back is just another pattern now. The same thing I've put on a different size. And this is number 2. It's a 16 to 24 inch. This is open moss stitch button-up cardigan. And this is a 16 to a 24-inch blackberry jacket with a hat. This is a 16 to a 24-inch. The blackberry one here, it has a collar, but you can also have it with just a round neck and knitted with two colours. The instructions are in the whole pattern for this, as well as with the round neck, as well as the two colours. And this pattern number 4 is 16 to 24-inch V-neck. It's a mock rib cardigan. And then number 5 is a 22 to 28-inch rosebud lace button-up cardigan. And this is pattern number 6, is 16 to 20-inch border lace cardigans. It's just a little bit lace around the bottom and the bottom of the cuffs. And this one here is 3 baby blanket patterns. There's a rosebud lace, this one, there's a basket stitch, and this is a double moss stitch one on this side. And this is a lady's pattern. It's not my own pattern. This was just one I found in a hospital waiting room a lot of years ago, probably about 40 years ago. And it was getting into a little bit of a state, so I made it into, I copied it all out onto a pattern, but it is there for sale if anyone wants it. And this is my latest one. It's actually pattern number 9 because I already had a one size in this one that I was doing. So I made it this one to a, you can't see the writing very well on here, it's a 16 to a 26-inch. It's a basket stitch, a basket weave with the little jackets. That's the one with the collar on and one with just a round neck with the hats to go with them. And those are just the ordinary ones with the round necks without any hats. And this is a double moss stitch, another little collared jacket with a little hat. And that's the one on the back without the collar on. And this is a 16 to a 20-inch cable front cardigan. The back and the fronts are all done in one on this one, and then the sleeves on it is separate. And this one was a little pattern that was done all in one. You started off with the 2 front pieces and you worked up to the shoulders and added the stitches on for the sleeves, and then you worked down the back until you finished the bottom. So it was all done in one. And that was a lady sent that pattern to me because she couldn't work it out herself. And it was quite complicated actually, and I had to alter quite a lot of things on that pattern, so I'm calling it my pattern. And this one and this one is just one size. These are only, I'm only putting these out as PDFs until I get some more sizes done with those ones. That one's, it's a, I don't know if you can see it very well from there, but they call it a raindrop. That's what the name of the people gave it, so I'm calling it raindrop pattern. And that one there is another basket stitch, but that one is just 2 by 4, 2 stitches and 4 rows. So that's my patterns for anyone that doesn't know about them. This little one here is the back and the 2 fronts are all done in one as well, and then the sleeves separate. And that one there, the border lace one, that one is done all in one, the back and fronts, and then the sleeves separate. And I do have like quite a few packs up on the shops that I sell them on eBay and Etsy, where you can get 3 patterns for £5. That's like 2 and 1 free. And I sell packs of 5 for £7.50 and packs of 7 for £10. But if anybody wants any of the packs, but they want different patterns that I actually show, because I don't know how to work out eBay and Etsy, how you can pick, you know, put them all up and you can pick which ones you want. So I put them up in packs. But if anyone wants anything different to what I'm showing, if they just message me from eBay or Etsy and just tell me which patterns they want and order one of the pack of 3 or 5 or 7, whichever they want, and I'll put those whatever patterns that they happen to want, not what they actually is being shown on the shops. So that was just a little bit about those patterns, and I'll get back to my video now. I'm having a cup of my cup of tea before it gets cold as well. I always forget about my tea. Every time I'm doing a video and have a cup of tea, I forget about it because I start talking. So that was all my knitting patterns up to date, and all of those knitting patterns are all free. If anybody wants a PDF, they're all free. The PDFs, just the knitting patterns have to be, the paper ones have to be paid for. But 1 or 2 people have made donations into my PayPal account when I have sent them the PDFs, but there's no need to. But if anybody wants a donation, to make a donation, just put it into my PayPal account. The link's on my channel. So anyway, that's my little bit for today, and you know, it's only just after 4 o'clock and it's dark already, and I forgot the clocks went back at the weekend, didn't they? So it's getting dark earlier of a night time now. So I've had to put my light on in my living room to do this video, or it would have been all dark and fuzzy. But anyway, thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.